you're going to need and the parts you're going to need to replace the vanes. A Phillips head screwdriver, a pair of cotton tweezers, a new set of vanes, some isopropyl alcohol, some new VV lubricant, some Q-tip, and a little bit of paper towel to sop up some excess oil. A vacuum machine that's running properly and cleanly will exhibit a needle at this position prior to hooking it up to the bowl. If you have a good vacuum seal in your mixing bowl, the needle should indicate in the green column, or a little better than 25 inches of mercury. You'll notice if you have a leak or a bad connection to the lid of your vacuum bowl, your needle will indicate a lower pressure, not in the green zone of vacuum. Before we remove the top of the pump, we're going to undo and remove the oil jar. Okay, now we're going to remove the 6 screws from the cover plate of the vacuum pump. With the 6 top screws removed, we're going to remove the cover plate of the pump. This piece of metal is called the rotor, and it is offset inside the pump body. These are the vanes in the rotor. These 2 screws retain the pump body to the motor, and we leave those in place. Do not loosen them. Now you're going to use your cotton tweezers and remove each of the 4 vanes. The last vane might be too tight to the pump housing wall to be able to remove. So if you'll rotate the rotor and slide the vane further out, you'll be able to remove it with your tweezer. Clean off the excess oil with a paper towel. I'm going to moisten the Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol and then clean the insides of each of your slots in the rotor. Make sure that you've scrubbed out all of the excess and dirty material that's inside. We've emptied the old oil out of the oiler jar, and now we're replacing it with new VV lubricant. You want to fill the oil jar to the line and not past. Before replacing the vanes in the rotor, we're going to dip each of the vanes in the VV lubricant so that they are properly coated with oil. When replacing the vanes in the rotor, the notch in the vane should aim towards the center of the rotor. With the vanes replaced, we're now going to replace the pump head and replace the 6 top screws. With the pump head replaced, it's now time to replace the oiler jar. Go ahead and screw that on and tighten down. If there's an air leak here, there will also be a loss of vacuum. So we have to have that oiler jar tightened up. With the head of the vacuum pump replaced and the oiler jar back in position, when we turn our vacuum mixer on, you'll notice that the dial is in the appropriate spot. Now, when we connect it to our bowl, you can see that our vacuum has now improved with the cleaning and replacement of the vanes.